Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and welcome to the final episode of my Sinnoh Classic run. It's been an amazing time playing this tournament, and I hope you guys have had as much fun watching it as I've had playing it, but this will be the final 3 games of the tournament. I've played 42, and there are only 45 games allowed. So, we are down to the final grind here. My record currently 31-11 with a rating of 1751. We were this close to the 1800 mark in the last one, and then ended up losing the last 2 games, which is super demoralizing. So my goal obviously is to win all 3 games. Even if I do win all 3, it might be just under the 1800 mark. But you know, at the end of the day, even though I would like to get a good rating, it's more important about just showcasing good battles and learning as I go along. And in retrospect, I think all in all, there are definitely some small changes I'd make to my team. First of all, putting more attack investment on my Abomasnow, second of all having play rough on Azumarill, and then changing some of my EV spreads. We're going to find Crit from Texas for our first opponent of the day, and as always, if you've enjoyed this series, this was going to be the last one, but I'm planning on doing maybe more Global Link tournaments, especially if they're kind of VGC related, so definitely let me know by leaving a like in the video with your feedback, and any comments of course. So we're going to get Garchomp, Infernape, Cresselia, Gardevoir, Porygon, and Gyarados here from Crit. That's a mean name. Please don't crit me. Okay, Gyarados is very intriguing. I like Slowking a lot here as a lead. Maybe just Slowking Azumarill. And Obama. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go like kind of full Trick Room here. Reason being is I don't like Infernape too much in this matchup because he's got his own Infernape, a Cresselia, and a Gyarados, so all of those kind of give me some trouble. And Staraptor is nice, but I feel like if I can set up Trick Room, like Obama and Glaceon can actually just keep on spamming Blizzard, and there's not very much you can do against it, especially with no Wide Guard users. And even Infernape takes a heavy chunk from those. Okay, so we see Porygon and Gardevoir here. The one scary thing is his Porygon has the ability to reverse my Trick Rooms. No download either, interesting. So do I want a Trick Room or do I want to just attack here? I'm actually thinking of just doubling up on Gardevoir here. I'm kind of oh, he's got Energy Ball. Kind of expected, I guess. Target Slowking. Let's see what item he had. There's a Scarf. And the Thunderbolt, oh man. Kind of to be expected from these Pokemon. Also good to confirm Azumarill's faster than Porygon. So I'll knock out Gardevoir here. I'm not sure if that's a knockout I really needed. I'm surprised he didn't double up into one of my 2 Pokemon, but I'd rather take that. Gyarados comes in. I'm okay with that coming in. So I'm going to try to knock off the Eviolite right now. And I'm still going to Trick Room. Ooh, he Dragon Dances. Interesting. I think I'm okay with this. Though I suppose he was going to Thunderbolt the Slowking. But I do get rid of Eviolite here, which is good. Yeah, can I survive that? No. Oh, that's actually bad then. That's not good. I don't really know what Gyarados can do right now, though. I want to switch in Glaceon right now, because if he has Infernape in the back, I want to conserve Azumarill. So yeah, I'm going to protect then. That's so risky, though. What if he calls that? I'm gonna do it. Do I want to do it? I'm gonna go for it. What does he do? What does he do? What does he do? What does he do? That's not what I wanted to see. Life Orb too, wow. Oh wow, he actually doubled up into the Glaceon slot. Really good play, but I actually avoid the Thunderbolt due to my ability. I'm gonna Blizzard here. I think I'm actually gonna double Blizzard here because I think he might overextend and try to target Abomasnow. Which is what I'm really hoping for. Ah, such a good play on his end, though. He does Ice Fang Obama Snow, okay. Okay, that's good. Bomb Snow gets the Blizzard off. Glaceon faster. Oh, it's not faster. Oh, but he targets Bomb Snow. Can I survive? Oh. Pick up a double knockout. It's 3-on-1 now, but all my Pokemon are super low health. That was the lucky avoid on Glaceon for sure. Snowcloak seeing the first. That's the first time it's actually come into play, and it's Cresselia as the last one. That can't do too much offensively. So I'm just gonna double Blizzard here. He does have Psychic though, which is not fun. It's actually really not fun. Not much I can do though, other than attack. That does almost 50%. Hail brings it just... Yeah, I mean, I've still got a Azumarill, and Psychic shouldn't knock me out. And Azumarill's faster, so I should just be able to knock out with the knockoff right now. And Blizzard. I think he's gonna need a crit. Oh, he actually targets Glaceon, so didn't even have to deal. That does miss, unfortunately. But yeah, I had the game won there. He had to target down the Azumarill. But Glaceon definitely pulling some dodges there. This one obviously not mattering, but the first one definitely mattering. And that was such a good play for my opponent to read, and that's why switching into Glaceon was so risky, but I was like, okay, if he has Infernape in the bag, I really, really need Glaceon and Azumarill basically to still have its HP. So we do pick up a win, but also not the cleanest of wins. So yeah, I don't know, I feel like, especially with this team, I kind of just make like YOLO plays. I don't really think about the long-term game plan, especially consider what my opponent could have in the back, which is why I feel like I've had a couple of losses in this tournament where it's like, wow, I don't even know what happened. I just kind of lost. That's the thing with this format too. Like, it's harder to kind of come up. Oh, we find a 1803 rated opponent. Wow. So a win here would actually put us like just under 1790. But it's not going to be an easy one, that's for sure. There's a reason why my opponent's rating is so high. And this is a very strong looking team. Honestly, I feel like if this were an actual metagame, this kind of team that my opponent has would be the strongest. And it's something I wanted to use, but I wanted to have a little bit more fun with this metagame because I'm not trying to, win this whole thing, even though that would have been nice. My goal really is to just have some good games and showcase a kind of fun archetype that I used way back. So Zapdos, Weavile, Metagross, Garchomp, Hitmontop, and Azumarill. That's really strong. What to lead with? Ugh, I really wish I had played rough specifically for the Azumarill mirror matchup. That was an error in my team building though. I don't know, Infernape Staraptor is not the worst here. Although, if he leads Weavile, he could just fake out my Staraptor. Oh, then we trade fake outs, yeah. And I'm gonna Slowking and Abomasnow. Yeah, Azumarill's not too great here. It is great if he gets a Belly Drum up, but that's really difficult to do since he's got 2 fake out users, so... Normally, if you lead fake out user plus Azumarill, you have a pretty good chance of getting Belly Drum up, but if they have a faster fake out user and something like Zapdos, that's just game over. Alright. And we do actually see the fast fake out user and Zapdos come out. So, this is okay. Does he have pressure? I do get the Intimidate off first. If he does have pressure, he'll know that I'm Scarfed. Yeah, so he knows I'm Scarfed now. Which is okay. Here I definitely want to fake out Zapdos. Contemplating still just going for a final Gambit. Because Weavile can't do too much against Abomasnow. But I do have to be careful about that. Alternatively, I guess I could fake out Zapdos and go for like a Brave Bird onto Weavile to put him in Faint KO range, and then Abomasnow can Blizzard. But then he could get a Heat Wave off, and I don't know how I feel about that. He most definitely has Heat Wave on this team too. Perhaps I'll just fake out Final Gambit. He just gonna go for the fake out. I'll just Infernape, okay. Oh wait, no, that was dumb, because if I don't knock him out, then he gets a Thunderbolt against Infernape. That was bad, that was bad, that was bad. Yeah, such a noob. I forgot that he would be able to get an attack off there, and he does have Citrus too. Oh, I'm so bad at this game. What does he do? He just Tailwinds, okay. I'll bring in a Abomasnow then. That wasn't worth the trade-off. Definitely wasn't worth. Hope Ice Shard can knock out Zapdos. I feel like he might just hang on with a sliver of HP though. Yeah, I'm gonna Ice Shard close combat. That's the thing with Staraptor too. It sometimes just forces, not forces, but like it leads me into making aggressive plays that don't work out. And it definitely would have been a different story if that Zapdos just got knocked out. Fortunately, he didn't go for Thunderbolt. Like, I'd rather see Tailwind probably, since he's already faster than me. But it's like, if I fake out Brave Bird, okay, he's not switching out, I get the Ice Shard off, can that knock out Zapdos? I don't know why I expected it to. I'm so bad. You knock offs Heat Wave? Oh. Like, I could have Faint Ice Sharded there, I guess. It's still not over by any means, but it probably is. Unless he's got Metagross Garchomp in the back, in which case I could actually one-hit KO both of them with Slowking. And I think Zapdos actually faints from Hail here, which would be good. Yeah, it does. So, it's like 2 against 3. Weavile in Faint KO range. Like, if he brings in Metagross right now, or even Garchomp, like, maybe this is still doable. Let's see. Oh, he had a Zoomrail. Who am I kidding? Yeah, that's really bad. This team just matches up well against mine. I don't think I... Like, let's say I play turn 1 correctly. I Fake Out and Brave Bird Weavile. He gets Tailwind up. One of the biggest things I had with issues with this team is no electric switch out, so I cannot switch in safely into a Thunderbolt, which is a really big issue. So I guess I'll just Feint here and hope for a Scald Burn. That could maybe give me something. He doesn't switch out, so at least I get the Feint. I think if you're him, you really don't even have a need to Belly Drum. Let's see if he does or goes for a knockoff or something. Yeah, he does just knock off. Oh my gosh, that did so much. Burn? Not that it would matter. No. Good play by him there. Like, I was hoping he'd overextend and be aggressive for some reason. But I don't think I had much here. If he had Metagross and Garchomp in the back, then I actually still win. But Azumarill is really good against my team if you play it properly, and that's exactly what my opponent did. So, yeah, that's one of the biggest issues that my team has. 2 Azumarill weak. And that's my fault. Like, I actually just threw on Azumarill because I was like, oh, it makes sense. It'd be such a strong Pokemon. But... it's like, it just does so much damage to my team, and Abomasnow is really my one answer, and even though Abomasnow is so good, everyone has super effective Heat Waves or just really strong attacks in general, so Aqua Jet here is going to seal up the deal. I'm not even sure if Belly Drum Azumarill is the best in this set. Like, maybe I'd run something like Citrus Offensive with Play Rough, knock off Aqua Jet and Protect, because I think setting up Belly Drum in this format's a little bit harder. So then it's a question of, Azumarill is just really good because it gets a lot of damage off, it threatens with Aqua Jet. Not saying that the Belly Drum set obviously is bad by any means, and this team doesn't support it as well as a Azumarill team probably should. I just kind of threw it on to my Infernape core, but that's not a loss I mind. Clearly my opponent was very high rated, and like I said, I think honestly if this were an actual metagame, the team you just saw from my opponent, that would probably be one of the most common cores, just because that's very similar to what we saw in 09, just with the Azumarill thrown onto it. But very well played by my opponent too, I thought. I think I could have, yeah, I don't know. Like, Fake Out Brave Bird maybe, but this is going to be our very last game. It's going to be Dan from Mexico with a rating of 1671, so win here would put us in the higher 1700 at Spectrum, which is still pretty solid, so let's see. It's going to be Entei, Starmie, which I just got in Pokemon Go, so that's cool to see. Another Garchomp, Zapdos, Scizor, Gengar core. So the top, the Entei and the Starmie definitely stick out to me, otherwise the bottom is kind of very typical of this metagame. You know, I think Infernape Slowking here is the call. With Azumarill and Abomasnow. Yeah, I like that. I feel pretty good about those Pokemon. I do have to watch out, like, it's like if I can get Trick Room up, that's really good. I do have to watch out for 3 super effective type attacks. Thunderbolt from Zapdos, Bug Bite from Scizor, and potential Shadow Ball from Gengar. Of course, because of Oblivious, I can't get taunted, so that's good. Yeah, I'm disappointed though. I really wanted 1800 in this tournament, but I don't think I was playing 100%. It's a little bit harder to, play your best too when you're commentating, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'm not going to use that as a genre or anything. I just think it's kind of me being unfamiliar with the metagame and having some kind of gaping holes in my team. But Gengar Zapdos lead here from my opponent. I'll take that. So I think I just fake out Zapdos here for sure and Trick Room. Shadow Ball definitely doesn't knock Slow King out. He can't taunt me. He probably knows that, but we'll see. Okay, no switch outs or anything. That's a crit there. Static, which actually helps me out. Okay. It's a Rocky Helmet? No. And he taunts the Oblivious Slow King. I love that it has like a built-in Mental Warp. Everyone always just forgets about that, and that's so nice. Cool. So I twisted dimensions. Now that I'm, he had static, I'm just going to overheat and scald. I don't mind. Like, I want the free switch into Abomasnow, but I don't want to, like I said, I want the free switch, and so I don't want to just switch out Infernape to it right now. So I just get as much damage off this turn. Infernape getting an overheat off would be big. And the reason why I'm still prioritizing Zapdos, I'm not doubling up on anything in case he protects, so Infernape obviously could miss or it could be fully paralyzed as well. But yeah, that paralysis helps me a little bit because otherwise Zapdos... Actually, maybe not. I mean, we'll see. He doesn't switch out or anything. Scald here. Wow, that still does so much. And I do get fully paralyzed, which kind of sucks. He's going to Thunderbolt. Infernape, okay. And Sludge Bomb. Cool. So I don't mind that because I just get the free switch into my Abomasnow now. Yeah. Full paralysis was unfortunate, and that's why I was saying, like, maybe it's actually, like, if he doesn't get that static off, then Infernape at least gets an overheat and doesn't have to deal with the paralysis chance, because Gengar's faster. But obviously not a big deal. So now I'm just going to double Blizzard. I think that should knock out Zapdos, especially with Expert Belt on Slowking. Another thing I'd consider is making Slowking bulkier. I didn't have time to actually, think of an EV spread. This is a super interesting metagame, though. I think, like, the last team we saw, Garchomp, Zapdos, Scizor, Gengar, Azumarill, Infernape. Those are all stuff that, are things you'd expect to see. We might see Scizor coming in. It's going to be Entei, also a good Pokemon to have. So maybe I should have scalded that slot, but still, getting spamming Blizzard at any point is good. But the issue here is if Scizor comes in. Yeah, he does bring in Scizor as well. Okay. It's a little bit scarier now. Yeah, that does just a little bit of chip damage here. Freeze chances are relatively high, so that would be good. Okay, and now I'm definitely going to Fire Blast Scizor. I don't think Scald knocks that out, unfortunately. These lefties, okay. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to want to switch into Azumarill right now. And I'll go for the Fire Blast. Actually, I should have Scalded Entei. That would have been better. Because it's like, okay, if you knock me out with Bug Bite, that's fine. I mean, if he Bullet Punches here, then I end up okay anyway, but Entei can just on-ball the Fire type attack. And get an attack off. Actually, I don't like me switching out of Abomasnow there. Or, I should have Scalded. That was a slight misplay. We'll see, though. Good double switch in there, for sure. But that's why, like, Blizzard's so strong. I mean, I think it's 10% now. Someone in the comments pointed that out. But, 4 10% chances to get a freeze off is actually still relatively high. He's probably going for a Protect or an Extreme Speed there. Fire Blast does connect, too. That's so good. Yeah, I would definitely change Flamethrower, Fire Blast to Flamethrower, though, because we've definitely had a couple of moments where, in some moments, literally, it's like, if I hit that, probably win. If not, then maybe lose or am in a really bad position. And when you consider the accuracy of moves like Fire Blast versus something like that, or Hydro Pump versus Scald, all those, like, you have to weigh all the conditions. But this is really good. I do believe that was the third turn of Trick Room. Entei being frozen, definitely unfortunate, but as you saw, he actually didn't go for Bullet Punch. Zapdos is going to come back in now, which is fine. So I'm actually going to knock off it. And Scald. Yeah. No switch outs or anything. Expert Belt Skull. I think should knock out this Entei. Perfect. So I'd rather knock out Entei. Gets a crit there. I don't think that really matters though. But yeah, I definitely got a couple of lucky freezes in the latter half of this tournament. That does a good amount too. Another crit. Wow. Gets rid of the Citrus. He Thunderbolts into Zoomro. I should actually even survive that. Yeah. Cool. I do wonder if he has Roost though, because that could present a problem. I think Sugar ends here? Or do I have one more turn? Pretty sure it ends here. Yeah. But that's fine. Yeah, because the issue now is Zapdos can attack and do damage at the same time. So I'm just going to Aqua Jet the Zapdos and Trick Room again. Because Aqua Jet plus Hail will most definitely knock out Zapdos, and then Abomasnow just knocks out Gengar. And he doesn't protect or do any of that. Gets another static off. But that should be in Hail KO range. So actually just Sludge Bombs. Maybe Thunderbolt Slowking. If he Roosts, then I definitely win the game. Nope, he just Thunderbolts, which is the smarter play. Slowking actually survives that. Gets the Paralysis. Does he get a full Paralysis? No, Trick Room goes up. So yeah, even if he knocked me out there, which was, I was like, that's what I was expecting. That was like worst case scenario playing. I think Zapdos faints from Hail here, even if it doesn't. It should. Yeah, perfect. So I kind of locked himself in a position where it's like, okay, if I Aqua Jet you, you get knocked out by the combination of that plus Hail. If you Roost, then I guarantee get my Trick Room up since you can't stop my Slowking from setting it up, etc. So Bombsnow's gonna come out. And it's gonna seal up the deal now. And that's gonna conclude the Sinnoh Classic. What was my final record in the end? I'm looking down right now. We lost the middle one, right? So 33-12, I think, in the end. Which is not bad. Not as good as I would have liked, honestly. Yeah. Definitely a little bit underwhelmed by my performance, so I do have to apologize for that. And I got bailed out by RNG in some games, too. Got a little bit unlucky, but honestly, I would say I got more lucky in the games I won than unlucky in the games I lost. So that does conclude the tournament. Final rating, as you can see, participated in the maximum number of battles. Final rating probably is going to be 1760 to 1770, which is, solid for sure, but could have been definitely in the 1800s, and don't think I was playing 100% in this tournament. There was also just a lot of kind of aggressive plays I was making that was like, afterwards I was like, oh, I'm so dumb, I'm so dumb, I'm so dumb. But all in all, it was a total blast. And, for a more casual tournament, this is some of the most fun I've had. And, it's a very refreshing change of pace. I really like this format a lot more than VGC 16, quite frankly. But it's easy to say that anytime you play a new metagame. So Worlds is obviously going to be interesting since that's just in 3 weeks now. So that's going to be a fun show. And stay tuned for that, obviously. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the Sinnoh Classic. I had a ton of fun. If you want to see more double tournaments like this that are VGC rules related, I'm definitely going to consider doing them in the future since I've missed a fair amount and there have actually been some really fun ones. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I would love your feedback for sure. Leave a like on the video too, would really appreciate that. And yeah, go watch all the other episodes if you haven't already. In the end, yeah, we finished with a record of 32-12, rating 1760, 1770. So probably like, top, actually I have no idea what that's going to be. Should be like at least top 100 in the world, maybe top 50, which would be cool, but not exactly sure. But that's going to conclude it for this one, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll be back with new content shortly. And this was a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the daily content for the last couple of days. Alright, peace, guys.